morning, chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. I am literally kissing you. Listen. It's the one day where I can go crazy with the dragon smooches, so I'm gonna, okay? I hope you're all doing great. I wanted to do some Sonic Rumble today because, as you know, next week I will be away for a Nordic Fuscon, so I'm eager to get a couple of sessions of this in before we take off. Plus, I usually check into this game anyway because I like playing it. So here we are. Good morning to our host, the majestic fluffy dragon Sushi. Wow, thank you. It's rare that I get an introduction from chat, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Thank you. Speaking of things I will take all your kisses today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Night.
What did you just say to me? I don't know what that means. Okay, let's play some Sonic Rumble. Let's do it. I'm gonna do ring survival. As much as I like the boss fights, this is where it's at. Ring survival. Oh. So chat, how's it going? Thank you so much for community night yesterday. I had a blast. Big attendance again. A lot of new faces. So that was lovely to see. I always feel a little bad because we usually have a little bit of an influx in our community before big conventions roll around, especially Nordic Fuscon. I just hope that most of those people who join are gonna be at the convention. Or next week is gonna be a weird one. You have like a really, really active community, and then it just goes silent. Then it just goes quiet for a week all of a sudden. It is what it is with most of our, main community being at the convention. Naturally, things will be just a bit quieter on the Discord server and stuff like that. But hopefully, not too lonely while I'm away. And many of my kobolds are away as well. The events will run like usual, don't get me wrong. We usually like to keep that going, so the admins will surely step in while I am away. Nothing to worry about there, thankfully. It's just gonna be Slinky, yeah, it's just gonna be Slinky and you, chat. So, get to know Slinky. You might find it beneficial, since you're gonna spend a week with only Slinky. Okay. So sad that I'm gonna have to miss so many that now that my Friday evenings are busy again, says Sir Icy Dragon. Oh, I get you, but also it is what it is, right? It's hard to be able to set aside one day every single week. I find that difficult too, after having run community night for, 4 or 5 years at this point. There are times where it's not super convenient to have your Friday locked off at all times. But I like to make time for it. I do like to make time for it. I'm sure in the future, Sir Icy, the opportunities will present themselves again. So don't fret. You'll find the time, eventually. Bow, bow. Godzilla Survival. Anyone actually spending Valentine's celebrating today? Out of curiosity. It is not only Valentine's, but it's my partner's birthday on Valentine's. So it's a double for me. As you can imagine, though, I think most of the celebration is gonna be next week at Nordic Fuscon. I'm gonna save all the gifts to then, etc. But I'm pretty happy with myself this time around. I did come up with some pretty creative gifts. So I hope my wife likes it. That's what I was trying to say. It's early, okay? I haven't had my coffee yet. Give me a break. My wife lives across the border, says Roz. So, unfortunately not. Might order pizza and watch a movie or play a game together. Sounds lovely. Sounds lovely. I live in Canada and she's in the United States. Yeah. Long distance for me as well. So I know how that feels. I should actually drink some coffee. I feel my eyes are so heavy. I close my eyes to blink and I'm like, that feels kind of nice to have my eyes closed and not have to think. No, I'll be good. I'll be good. We gotta rumble. We gotta rumble. But a nap sounds mighty tempting. Actually got some sunlight today as well, coming in through the window, so I'm like double cozy right now. Tempted to doze off. You gotta go fast. I gotta go fast. It's the thing that I do. You know, it is funny, because that was the one athletic skill I had as a kid, was running fast. I was always the fastest kid in my school when it came to running. So I guess I am just naturally a little bit Sonic build. Maybe that's why I like Sonic so much. Because I gotta go fast. I just naturally gotta go fast. It is what it is. I stole that guy's win at the very end. Oh, that was rude. That was rude. Oops. Like a big lizard sunbasking. That's me right now. That's me right now, actually. Actually. It's so nice, though. It's so nice, though. I haven't seen the sun in ages. Ba-ba-bow. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-p. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-p. I think I'm just gonna jump straight back in. Sorry, I'm gonna jump gay back in. I have to get my terminology correct. Important. Very important. For some reason, my brain forgot I lizard sunbathed in my bed this morning, and I still thought it was like 8 a.m. or something. No, no! It is about to be 12. I am, just a professional streamer, so my natural inclination is to be lazy and to sleep a lot. Those are the benefits of working from home, you know? And doing this. Almost thought you turned straight there for a second. Could happen, could happen. Keep an eye out, chat. If you see any signs that I'm about to turn straight, then please start screaming incessantly. Good to catch that early. Good morning, McSpooks. Good morning. I'm Sonic rumbling a little bit. Just because. Just because. What? How dare this guy try and beat me up? We're gonna put you in a straitjacket? No, no, please, no. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. Go! No! No! My victory! Oh, it was stolen from me. It was stolen! It was stolen. Good morning, Forsey! Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Valentine's Day. How's it going? How's it going? I hope you're all doing good. Kobolds, we make tiny gay offerings. You do. That is your speciality. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's Valentine's Day, I forgot. Yeah, it is Valentine's Day. That it is. I so wish I could tell you about the gifts I got from my partner, but that would be bad for keeping it a secret. After, I will tell you. I will just have to wait until after NFC, okay? Bringing it to Sweden first. Oh! Shit! I was trying to steal some rings there, and then I got murdered. I got murdered as a result. So, let that be a lesson to you, chat. Don't try to steal rings. You will die. Yeah, happens to the best of us, including me. Let's try that again. Whoops, a wet dragon. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Anyone want this? Before it turns soggy? Ah, take it! If I get to have coffee, you can have your morning chippy, right? It's only fair. Dragons get coffee, kobolds get chippy. I've chalky milk so I can grow big and strong. Oh man, that sounds pretty good right about now actually. I could go for that today. It's been ages since I've had chocolate milk of any kind. Ah! Whee! Yay! That's an improvement from the previous round for sure. Okay. Let's try and keep this up. I do want some wins today. Good morning, MDL! Happy Valentine's Day. How's it going? I am just rumbling around a little bit. Don't mind me. By the way, I do have a creator code in this game. I feel obligated to mention this every time I stream Sonic Rumble. But simply the word kobold. Not kobolds, but a kobold. Kobold lowercase will give me a kickback if you use that in the game. So please do. If you like buying things for Sonic Rumble. The Rumbly Tumbly, that's right. That and also Sonic Rumble. My favorite game. Pretty good, says MDL. I just had to do an exam. What? On a Saturday? Pretty scary, and I think I did surprisingly okay. Well, glad to hear. I still think it should be illegal to make dragons take exams on a Saturday. That sounds horrible. I hope no one makes me take an exam. I am so done with learning, okay? I got my degrees, I got out of there, and now I'm ready to never learn ever again, okay? So don't teach me anything. I will notice. I will know. And I'll be so mad. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Well, chat, I do have to ask, has anyone had anything tasty for breakfast? You see, our house, it's still full of cakes from the other day. In case you missed it, we did a dump cake cooking stream from Kathy Mitchell's cookbook. And our house, it is just overflowing with cake everywhere. Everywhere I look is cake. So that's been my diet for a day and a half. I hope I don't put on like 5 kilos right before NFC. But worst case, I'm gonna be fursuiting non-stop for like a week straight. So I'm gonna burn some weight anyway. That's fine. It's fine, I'm sure of it. Ooh, cookies and cream for breakfast? Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. If you put on 5 kilos before NFC, you're gonna lose it anyway. I think so. I think so. No, I usually don't put on any weights during a convention. I walk around so much. I fell down like an idiot. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Growan. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just doing some Sonic Rumble. For no specific reason other than the reason that I like playing this game. How you doing today? Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's. Whoop! Where am I going? Eek! I got blasted. I got blasted off. Bum, 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 bum. We're doing good though. Try to sneak under here and steal all of this. Yeah! Gimme! Oh! Did I just lose it last second? I did. Oh, man. Close though. What are we doing here? It's Ace Attorney. Okay, okay. I'm good. Won't be able to stay and watch. Gotta go shopping and stuff. All good. All good. Wanted to thank you again for last night and the rest of the community. Yeah, first time on community night for Growan. And a few others. And a few others. We did have some new people is what I was trying to say. So that was lovely. So that was absolutely lovely. Glad you had such a good time. Usually takes a couple of attempts before people settle in with community night, just because the sheer amount of new faces that you have to learn and recognize. So yeah, enjoying it on the first time. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. What are we cross-examining Sushi over? Are we... Wait, what? We're cross-examining me? As in, like, we're... As in, like, I'm a cake? Oh, God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine all this time I've actually been cake? The world's first cake VTuber. If you do a cross-section, you cut me in half. Yeah, it's all cake. It's all cake.
Would you like to know more? Call 1-800 kobold on your phones now.
I don't have a phone. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm as sweet as cake. Aww. Aww. Thank you. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Hello, Alone Light. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome on in. I am just doing some Sonic Rumble today. For no specific reason other than the fact that I like to do it. employee. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Maybe not like a cake, says Dagmar. That was, just one of the cross-examination themes from Ace Attorney. I see, I see, I see. I thought we were talking cakes. Ah, close enough, eh? Sneaking in a stream while at work. Ah, perfect. You love to see it. You love to see it. I am all for sneaking in a little bit of dragon time at work. Absolutely. Absolutely. And hey, if you need me to talk to your boss, I will happily do so, okay? You just say the word. You just say the word and I will gladly give you an excuse to keep watching, okay? Just let me know when you have the boss on. Back in, baby. More Ace Attorney? Yeah. I have yet to play a single Ace Attorney game, so I don't know anything. I am perfectly clueless when it comes to this subject matter, I'm afraid to say. I saw Ubisoft put out some games on Steam, and they're all tanking in review score. Apparently they put out a Rayman collection and then they replaced all the music. In a game that's known for its music. Good job, Ubisoft. Good job, Ubisoft. You're killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it. Literally. Literally. Oops. You look like you would enjoy a scratch behind the ears. How did you know? How did you know? Do I just have a face that says that? A face that says this is a guy who likes to get scratched behind the ears? Oh. Yeah, I do. I do. Of course I do. It's a lot of surface area, my ears, you see. So I guess it's a pretty natural assumption. Can you name any dragon that doesn't like to get a scratch behind the ears? Well, some dragons don't have ears. They have just like the little holes. The ear holes. Hey, we got some Rayman. I can already sense that I'm not gonna get much serious work done today. I am feeling so lazy in the run-up to NFC. I worked so hard most of the work week to try and get everything done in time for vacation, and now I'm ready for vacation. I don't really have anything I need to do desperately, so yeah. I am just gonna play video games today and kick back and probably bite my wife a little bit. It is wife birthday and Valentine's. See if I can steal them for a bit. Besides that, I'm doing nothing. Nothing. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. All the dragons I know that do have ears like getting scratched behind them. Oh man, I'm so excited the fursuit as well. That's always the main thing for me at furry cons these days, is just taking as much time away as possible to fursuit. I love it. I get so much out of it. I'm excited to suit up after having lost like 10 plus kilos. I think I'm gonna feel a big difference in the fit, let's just say. Did you see the message asking people not to fursuit in the hotel before Monday? No, but that's funny. I could understand why. I guess it is a little bit of a distraction if you're having a business conference in your hotel or whatever. You might not want fursuiters running around. I get it. Bit of a clash thematically. Funny though. It is funny though. Gotta be careful not to jump scare people. Yeah, that too. Oh shit. Missed the barrel. No! My barrel! Oh, dang it. Wouldn't be a problem if boring business people were less boring. You're so right. You're so right. Bum bum bum. I love it when you get clashes between conventions like that and professional ones. Yeah. I remember my first furry convention was Confuzzled in the UK. Haven't really gone that much since, but I remember then we still had a bunch of like Birmingham tourists, and they showed up in the hotel super late, and they were just walking around taking pictures of people. And at the time, I was just like passed out on a fursuiter friend on a couch somewhere. And I remember they came up to us and were like, "Hey, can we just take a picture of you guys?" And I'm like, "Okay, but I'm kind of just like sitting here with my friends in a kind of in an intimate setting. You sure you want this? And like your tourist's like holiday picture album of all things?" I said yes. So out there is, I guess, just a picture of me, snuggled up with a bunch of people on a sofa. Weird. I love that the UK Board Game Expo happens immediately after Confuzzled each year. There are definitely some people who stick around and do both. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't really felt a calling to go back to Confuzzled at this point. I think it kinda pales in comparison to Nordic FuzzCon or even Eurofurence, but I get that if you're local to the UK, of course it's convenient to have it here. Just I cannot think of a time these days where I crave going back to Birmingham at any capacity. So I'm happy to sit that one out at this point. Don't really get that much out of it anymore. You prefer Confuzzled to Eurofurence? What, really? That is surprising to me. I guess it depends on how many people you know attending as well, as always. That is a big pull when it comes to cons. Bum, 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 bum. I just think of that jacked up dude screaming, "I hate living in Birmingham." I don't think that's just one dude. I think that's a lot of dudes living in Birmingham. Yo, Slinky Weasel in my game. Look at this. Crazy. We got a Slinky Weasel. Back to work I go. You take care. You take care. I hope work goes okay. Have a good time. I really hate the location of Euroferns. I've had so many more harassment cases in the streets of Hamburg than at the NEC, really. I was gonna say last Confuzzled, I remember the Birmingham populace was not super nice to fursuiters walking to the convention. And I remember a lot of fursuiters getting harassed. I know that's a thing in Hamburg as well. I know it's not great as soon as you step away from the main venue, but I've only personally had it happen at Confuzzled to that capacity. Slinky! You're stealing my squares! How could you? How could you? My hard-earned squares. Let's see. ScotiaCon was a lot of fun. Yeah, I heard it was a good time. Everyone who went seemed to love it. It's one of those I would legitimately make time for if it was not right next to Nordic FuzzCon. Had it been like a couple of months off, then maybe I could see myself doing it, but as it stands, it's just too close. I can't really disappear for a whole month at a time. That is just not doable if you do streaming for a living. Let's just say. Would love to go to a convention, but the flights and hotels are crazy expensive in North America. Yeah. No, I absolutely feel you. I had to cut out Euroferns completely. In my case, because I just cannot afford it anymore. So that's kind of what we started doing KoboldCon, which is our own little community meet. Not really a full convention by any means, but a more affordable alternative to Euroferns, for me at least. KoboldCon, my beloved, mine as well. Excited for KoboldCon? Yeah, me too. Sounds like we get a bunch of people coming in from the States this time for the next one, so I'm super excited about that. It's really unfortunate that the flights and stuff are expensive because conventions are so much fun. Yeah, I absolutely agree. You get no argument from me there. If I could go to more, I would. I absolutely would. I'm honestly kind of curious about KoboldCon as a kobold. Well, more of a community meetup than anything. If you've been to our VR chat community nights, it is pretty much that, except in person. So imagine a week of house parties, basically, where a bunch of friends get together. That's KoboldCon in a nutshell. As he says, I need my cozy lodge where I can cuddle and cook for all my friends. Exactly, that's the vibes. That's the vibes at a Kobold Con. Hello, Zuti. How you doing? There better be panels about how to train your dragon. No dragon training, no official training at least. But I mean, you could always host a training panel in your cabin. Why not? Why not? A week of garlic bread. I cannot relate, but I do like garlic bread. A week though, that would kill my body, I think. I think I would actually die. My tummy would be in permanent pain mode. As much as I love garlic bread. There's altered beast skins in this, yep. And Monkey Ball and Fantasy Zone and Alex Kidd and you know how Sega likes to do things. They stick their everything in there, except Shenmue for some reason. Shenmue's missing. Kinda rude, kinda rude. Oh god, go! By the way, what is this game? This is Sonic Rumble! And yes, it is Fall Guys, but with Sonic characters. Which is why I love it so much. I've always liked the party game-esque style of a Fall Guys. But I love it even more having Sega properties in the game. So yeah, this is straight down my alley. I think I'll be buying a bunch of garlic bread components day one of the convention so I can feed everybody. Oh, you should do my garlic bread recipe, Azzy. Maybe you could just like double that one up or something. It's a good one. It's a good one. I've never been invested in Sega, but I love it when people get to enjoy some fan service. Yeah, no, it's really good. I love Rumble, except for... Well, this has been kind of done to death in the reviews of this game, but the skin prices are pretty ridiculous. If it wasn't for that, I think this would be a really good package. I do love playing the game itself. Love the minigames, think they're more fun than Fall Guys, think there's more variety than Fall Guys. So, as long as they keep on adding to this, I'm gonna keep playing. I like it. Oh! Prices for skins will always be ridiculous to some extent due to activates fancy schmancy word art capitalism. Yes! Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so. Even with that though, I do think they could maybe slash them in half. It is a lot of money to buy. If you want like 2 of the Monkey Ball skins, then you're gonna be cashing out basically the equivalent of what you would pay for 2 AAA games. So I think you could slash it in half, Sega. To be perfectly honest. Besides that, I love the game. Just come on. Come on, make it a little bit more affordable for people. It's a lot of money, it is a lot of money. been holding on to my free red rings. Yeah. I also got a bunch of free red rings because I was obviously sponsored to cover this game last couple of months. I'm not right now, full disclosure. Not currently sponsored, but I am an official creator for the game. That I am. Okay, I need to focus, I want the first place. Ah! Get him! No! Too slow. They are pummeling you this round. They are. They absolutely are. It's no good. I was Sophie Fox in Sonic Rumble and I came across you in Starlight Carnival Ring Battle. Cool. Yeah, I've actually bumped into a few creators lately myself. Daniel DX, Jin Soku, Borgaboo, Hanno, Ray Rabenstein, Hugo64, YouTube, Manaricel, that rolls off the tongue. Fast Penguin, Sonic Station, SPD64, and a Sifesk. Yeah, I'm building a little collection. It's not bad, I'm getting there. Stopped playing the game in December, got too burnt out and frustrated that Rovio didn't make the prices much more affordable. Yeah, I tend to agree. If I have a slight for the game, it is that part. And it also can be a little bit of a grind, which makes it all the worse that it costs so much to buy skins. I think sticking power for me is gonna be if they keep adding new levels. Because at least so far, I'm loving that you get 2 new, like, minigame levels per season, it seems like. Already have a big collection in there already. I like the ones in there for the most part. If they keep adding interesting ones, then I would love this. Same with characters. I hope they keep adding stuff from the comic books. I definitely see potential for Sonic Rumble being just the biggest party game for everything Sonic. And I would love to have as many characters in there as possible. And just the prices be a little bit lower, please. If we get it to that point, then I think we'll have something really quite good. I'm kinda excited to go for a walk after this. It's so nice out today. Weather forecast said we would have no sun until we made a return from Nordic Fuzzcon in our hometown, place Nikki and I live in. So it's quite a surprise today to see such a lovely day out. I think I'm gonna step out, walk alongside the canal, go say hello to my swans again. Where did the sun go? I know!
Ryoku spin.
Ryoku! Thank you so much for your support, for 55 months of support. Amazing. I guess I'll be seeing you in a couple of days' time. Very excited, very excited. Just don't fall into the canal. I won't. I haven't thus far. I expect to one day, because I'm clumsy. But I haven't thus far. As he says, I'm the target audience for gotcha microtransaction-laden games. I'm incredibly exploitable and suffer from major FOMO, so I just have to commit to never starting them. Yeah, I totally understand that, Azzy. If you find yourself struggling to resist with collection-based games, then absolutely just sit it out. That is the way to go. That is the way to go. It's cold but sunny in the UK. I had a nice walk out this morning, finished off with a cup of chili hot chocolate. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Yeah, it's a weird moment where it's super sunny and nice looking, but we also are having a cold snap, so it might actually be dreadful out. I haven't been out yet, so I shall find out. I shall find out. Stinky says, it's good to have this kind of awareness. I never spend a lot of money, but I find I have to avoid games that try to take up too much of time for grinding. Yeah. I'll say this, also not keeping up too much with the games news kind of helps with this for me. Because I don't really catch all the new releases. I kind of just end up playing games whenever they're suggested to me on stream, for the most part. So it's rare that I really get sucked into something like that and end up spending a lot of money. I think the last example for me was Team Fortress 2, and that was the only example as well. Pretty much the game that cursed us with all this microtransaction garbage was Team Fortress 2. Have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it there. It is a game that was really meaningful and big in my life at the same time. Boy, did it open up a can of worms that I absolutely hate. Bow, bow, bow. TF2 is a really good game, but the microtransactions made it into kind of ass, yeah. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of reading chat and playing the game at the same time today, but I know what you're saying, yes. It was the first example that I can think of where you had these pretty meaningless microtransactions, because TF2, it's mostly just hats. It's literally just cosmetic hats. And yet they just surged in monetary value and became so expensive. And then every game after that followed started doing the same thing. So, you know, it wasn't so bad for me when it was just TF2. It's harder when it's every game that's coming out. And they keep making the microtransactions more predatory and more applying like gambling mentality and gambling tactics. Like casino tactics to try and hook you in. I hate that stuff. Can't stand it. I'm a big Warframe fan, so I spent a lot of money on it. Yep. Yeah. It's like the FIFA series became less about the game and more about gotcha. Yep. Yeah. We just need to unite consumers more and stop funding that shiz. Harder said than done. Harder said than done. When the biggest powers and influences in the world are, you know, pouring millions and millions and millions of dollars into making games addictive, making services addictive, making everything into a subscription service. Like, it's hard. It's hard to fight back as a consumer with no budget to go the opposite way, to to sort of try and what's the word for it? Fucking influence games. Like, there's no way you can match that. A bunch of dev teams have hired psychologists to make their games as addictive as possible. Exactly. Precisely what I'm saying. So I feel bad putting all the blame on consumers as well, putting all the blame on the players. We are in a pretty toxic environment for this kind of stuff. And that is not my fault as the player. That is not any other player's fault. It is the industry. So I'm hoping for a little bit of a, if not a crash, then a crack. I'm hoping eventually, as you see a bit of a downfall with a lot of big games companies, then maybe we'll have to adjust and make things a little bit more ethically sane at the very least again. Seeing companies like Ubisoft just doing absolutely terrible at the moment is kind of actually giving me a little bit of hope. Because now we just need stuff like the AI bubble to burst a little bit, and then maybe we can see some change again. I'm staying positive. There are a lot of cracks. Indie games are doing super good at the moment. Yep, that they are. Been a really good few years for indie games. I've noticed that as well. So maybe the solution is to just buy more indie. Might be. I mean, I feel like I've been there a long time at this point. I can't really name a lot of AAA games that I buy on a yearly basis. Can't be much for me. So yeah, I'm happy as can be seeing indie games thrive. Absolutely. I guess the closest for me has been the Sega titles. You could count Sonic Crossworlds as AAA, I suppose. And that was my game of the year for last year. But also one that I think deserved a win. I think they did really good with Crossworlds. Good game. Anonymous Kobold with a £21 donation on my coffee page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Postcard of the month coming your way at the end of the month. Thanks so much for your support. The issue isn't the lack of passionate developers, but more so people investing. Yes! Yes. This is actually a good moment to talk about something that I burn for personally, and that is, if you want a specific kind of art to exist, you have to reach out and try and support the independent creators in those spaces who try to make it a reality. You have to put your money where your mouth is today. So if you see a small artist doing something niche that you really like, then please find a way to throw some money at that person. Because chances are, art like that cannot exist if it's not for lovely patrons like yourself, right? Whenever I have, like, an excess of, say, donations in any given month in the stream, then usually either it goes into an account that goes towards a community budget for things like prizes for the community, for, like, marble streams, contests that we do, giveaways that we do, or I will absolutely throw that money at furry artists. Because there are so many furry artists out there who are making some of the best artwork that I have ever seen in my whole life with my own two eyes. And I want those people to be taken care of. I want those people to be free to create the things they are burning for, because they're doing such a good job. So, If you have a moment today, chat, take a moment to think of some artists who have really inspired you lately and go throw a couple of bucks at them. Even $5, it might make a difference. So go do it. Go do it. Because you make art possible. Better that than buying skins in AAA games, where the money is just gonna go to shareholders. Make art possible. Do it. Do it. Do it. Third. Oh well. I wear the sushi kissing Sonic beanie that I won in our Crossworlds tournament every single day. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm actually gonna take a couple of extras that I got on the ready to give away at NFC. So, you know, if you see me, at the very least I will have stickers, but you might also be able to get a beanie if you are lucky. I have like four new ones in the packaging that I'm gonna try to pawn off at random times. If you're thinking that $5 isn't much, then chances are 10 other people are thinking the same thing. Suddenly that 5 is now 50. Exactly. I obviously haven't been made aware of this because I, for the most part, make a living thanks to generous contributions like the ones that you guys give. But more so than specifically me, I am talking about even smaller creators at this point. If you see someone who's just scraping by making the most amazing art ever, make that art more possible. Fight for it. Fight for it. If you won't, then no one will. So fight for it. Alright, I'm gonna do one more ring survival, and then I think I'm gonna call it for today. Didn't plan on doing a full stream or anything, just the dailies. Just the dailies. Have I ever seen Sonic Rumble playing Sonic Rumble? I can't say I have. I can't say I have. In fact, I have no idea what this question means. Do explain, please do elaborate. Me confused. We're all confused. We're all confused deep down. How you doing today, Favrier? Do you have much planned on this amazing Valentine's Day? Yes, it's Valentine's, folks. I know at least a couple of you gotta have some plans, right? Anyone going out to a fancy restaurant? Anyone book a table? Don't mind me, just doing silly skips. Barp. Barp. Sushi Fur the Exploiter. No, they're skills. They're skill abilities, I swear. You're so nervous for NFC this year. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. No nervousness for me, actually. I think it's been a good couple of years since I've gotten nervous before conventions and meets. I've done it enough at this point that it doesn't really get on my nerves. Plus the last two NFCs, they've just been pitch perfect. I couldn't think of anything of serious consequence that went wrong, you know? It's gonna be such a good time. If only Squid Games were that easy to cheese, right? If only had a slide ability. If only. If only. I remember your name. I get to play with you a couple of times. The name is Raz on Rumble. Okay, okay. I've seen you around, yeah. Well met, well met. Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. It looks like a lot of people are doing early arrival for Nordic FuzzCon this year. And a lot of people in the community too, I've seen. So I might, if the arcade is open by then, I might do a little, you know, Sega get-together for Shenmue Tuesday. I know it's early on in the convention, but if I can get a hold of some Sega arcade games or something, I would love to meet up in the arcade. We'll see. We'll see how busy things are. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Shenmue Tuesday, it is a holy occasion, as you know. So we gotta make time for it. The arcade at NFC is S tier. It really is. It really is. They have like every console that you could want. Pinball machines, gotcha machines, and just stacks of games next to all the consoles as well. So you can just go absolutely insane. I gotta be honest, I'm mostly there for the pinball. But the other stuff is good too. I love that there's a Dreamcast just sitting there. Okay. I'm pretty good at this one, but I do have to focus. Love pinball, haven't played it in so long. Love pinball as well. Bit of a pinball freak, this guy. I was in the kitchen and I heard NFC in the distance. Yeah, we're chatting NFC. I was saying, since so many people are doing early arrival, I might be able to do, if the arcade is open, might be able to do a little Shenmue Tuesday celebration, you know, in the arcade. Could be good. I'm a Guitar Hero freak. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. You're always on the Guitar Hero controller. You're right. Have I played Metroid Prime Pinball? I haven't actually. I haven't. I'd love to. Is that a Game Boy game or is it an actual cabinet we're talking about? I could see both existing, really, honestly. I think we did okay. I think we did okay. Gonna play so many fighting games. Oh my god. I am probably also gonna play a couple of rounds of like... If I see something that's already plugged in. If there's already a console sitting there with like Tekken or something, yeah, I'll play a bit. I'll play a bit. But I am the worst at fighting games. It's mostly just to play against my wife, you know. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. We have to teach you fighting games? Nah, they don't really appeal to me at all. I get like no satisfaction from like a Street Fighter or anything like that. But it's good for a couple of rounds. And then I'm set. Then I'm good. Usually. Alright. Anything else I want to check on while we're here? Nah, I think that's it for now. Short stream, folks. I know. But I think I'm gonna call it here and go outside while we still have some sun. So thank you so much for stopping on in. One more stream before I disappear for a week for Nordic FuzzCon, and that's gonna be tomorrow in the evening. We are doing a little bit of Team Fortress 2 again, and you guys are of course welcome to join on in. So make sure to install the game, I think like 7 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be live right here, and I hope to see some of you as well. And I promise I'll be a little bit more awake. That will be after a couple of coffees, unlike today. So I promise I'll be a little bit more here. All right, take care, folks. Have a good Saturday. I'm going to see who's live and just raid on over. And then that will be it. And I think today I'm going to send you over to Heen. The Burb is doing some
Night, night.
sleep awake. So, see you later. Have a good Saturday. Love you all. Be well. Take care. Goodbye for now. Bye. Bye.